Double bed jacquard is a technique for creating colorwork with a bird's eye back instead of floats. As the name suggests, this technique requires a ribber attachment. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create two-color double bed jacquard patterns with AYAB, an open source hack to retrofit Brother knitting machines. First, load your image in AYAB. Change the knitting mode to Ribber Classic and take a look at the start and stop needles for your cast on. Your ribber should be at half pitch. Bring needles 60 to 60 out into working position. Do the same for the ribber, but make sure that you have an even number of needles selected on the bottom bed. My ribber has every other needle marked, so it's easy to see. This is easiest to do with a color changer. I'm using a 3D printed adapter, so mine will work with the double bed. It came from Etsy. There's a link to the shop in the description. Cast on with waste yarn. Set the carriage tensions to 0 for the first row. Pick up the waste yarn. Hang the cast on comb. And some weights. This is waste yarn and it doesn't need to have a pretty hem, so just start knitting. I like to finish with a few rows of circular knitting. It makes it easier to remove the waste yarn later. Now it's time to start the tapestry. Reset your carriages to plain knitting and tension 0, then grab your main yarn color. Set up for circular knitting and turn the tension up a few notches, then knit 2 rows. Cancel the circular knitting and knit a few rows at your main tension. Let's get set up for patterning. Machine on, main carriage to KC2. Pass the sensor. Wait for the ready beeps. And then knit 2 rows. Before we get started, let me explain what's going on here. So the first step is to turn on the Lely settings. There are these 2 cams here, and then the slide lever in the middle. This makes it so the carriage selects every other needle. So if we select a couple needles, you can watch as I air knit. It selects every other needle, starting with the second one that it sees. The second step is to turn on the part buttons. This makes it so that only needles in upper working position knit. So then when we combine the two, only the selected needles will knit. This is why you need an even number of needles on the ribber bed. The Lely settings select the second needle as the first one to alternate. So if you have an odd number of needles, the same needles will knit every time. And that means only every other needle will ever knit, and you'll wind up with a bunched up mess. But if you have an even number of needles, then every single needle will knit every 2 rows. First row, the second and fourth needles. Second row, the third and first needles. So, lever to Lely, both cams to Lely, and all part buttons enabled. That's it. Just knit and pay attention to the prompts from AYAB telling you when to change color. For 2-color double bed jacquard, you change color every 2 rows. You can do this without a color changer, but it's much easier with one. You'll know you have the carriages set up correctly if on even rows you see alternating colors on the ribber bed needles. and on odd rows the same color. While I'm knitting, let me tell you about what I'm making. This is a wall hanging that is a birthday gift for my father. My parents just moved and an art project that I made in middle school got damaged in the process. My father requested a replacement. He wasn't specific, so this is what he's getting. I don't think I have any photos of the original, but it was a papier-mâché dog. It had a large balloon for the body, a smaller one for the head, and the limbs were toilet paper tubes. I wanted it to look like the family dog, but when it was dry and it was time to paint it, we didn't have any brown paint, so I gave it black and orange tiger stripes. My parents had it displayed on top of the piano for years until its death in the recent move. When you're done, set the ribber back to full pitch so the needles line up, then transfer the ribber stitches to the main bed. I thought about adding tiger stripes to this wall hanging, but I couldn't find a way to make it look right and get the detail that I wanted, so I went with something simpler. Oops, dropped that last stitch. Don't panic, grab a latch hook tool and carefully place it back on the needle. I'm going to knit a few more rows of white so I can fold it back and make a sleeve for a dowel to go through on top of this. Swap out the sinker plates, but don't do what I did and forget to tighten down the thumb screws. Another mistake that I made was playing yarn chicken. I didn't have enough yarn to finish the row here, so instead of risking the work dropping off the bed, I pulled the old yarn out and added a fresh strand. Sometimes this works, sometimes it skips a needle or two, but I got lucky here. Tie a square knot and keep going. And then the whole thing comes off on waste yarn. Here's my wall hanging. Let me pull the weights off. You can see the back doesn't have any long floats. Something got messed up at the top there, but it doesn't impact the pattern. Off camera, I created a sleeve for a dowel to hang it on and removed all of the waste yarn. And now I'm going to make some fringe, because what wall hanging is complete without fringe? Push the latch hook tool through the last few stitches and pull through a strand of yarn, then pull the tail through to make a slip knot. Space these evenly along the bottom edge. That's about the density that I was going for, but there's not really enough contrast, so I added some black. Now it's time to make some I-cord to hang it with. I-cord is really easy to make on the machine. Cast on 3 stitches, shove a weight in there, and then set the carriage to knit in one direction and slip in the other. To cast off, thread the yarn tail through the double eye needle tool and gather up the stitches. Here it is, washed and blocked. This turned out a lot darker than I thought it would, something about the end of childhood. And then I packaged it up and sent it off to my parents. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this tutorial useful. Please like and subscribe and let me know in the comments what you'd make with 2-color double bed jacquard.